Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And the slot man goes in motion left. They go play action here on first down. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's second down. So 2nd and 10 here. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. He's going to air one out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford on the move to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. So they will go for it. Stafford. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Beckham goes in motion left. Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Prosise. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back, away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
On 3rd down, Prosise. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
He's quite an eyeful, isn't he? Big, strong, physical guy. When he came out of school and when I looked at my draft board, I went back through my notes to see how I had him rated. The number 2 back on my board coming out of college. Why? As I mentioned, big, strong, powerful guy, faster than you would think, and has the ability to catch the football out of the backfield, something that we didn't know he truly possessed. We saw that in the offseason workouts. Now he's putting his running ability to good use in the NFL.
Time running out here on the play clock. They toss left to Prosise. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
So often you hear defensive coaches talk about we need all 11 on every play in order to be a good run-stopping unit. And sometimes it starts to sound a little cliche. But did you see the free safety on that play? Knifing through and running down the ball carrier. A huge, huge play. And when you have a free safety who can run like that, you've got to turn him loose.
The play clock's running down. Here's Prosise. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Stafford on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Terrell Pryor, 30 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point kicker. Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now Brady on the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And now here comes Kansas City. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now a play fake here on first down. Going up top. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2nd down and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This is Prosise on the carry. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
That's so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to... Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. Evans, the man in motion left. Stafford. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Out of the backfield, Adrian Peterson was the intended target, and it's third down. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And quickly they get to the line. Now Evans in motion left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Throwing is Stafford. It's caught by Mike Evans. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Now that's the way you run offense. Understanding your clock situation. Excellent job getting to the sideline and getting out of bounds. That's the way to conserve time.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty.
Yep.
Wiley. Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch. In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to put.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Ninth play of the drive now on third and a country mile. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll hand it off to Prosise. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. The offense staring at a 3rd and 12 here. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And as the referee is under the hood, and we're seeing this as well, he's watching the knee, isn't he?
Similar to a bang-bang play in baseball where you're listening to the sound of the ball hitting the glove at first base while watching the runner's foot hit the base. Which one came first? Did the knee hit the ground, or did the ball come loose?
Now Sanders. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They start the drive with Peterson. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a 1st down.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
From the 50, it's Stafford. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. They were trying to go to Marshall that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. 10 yards still left on 2nd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
To throw is Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford, the big fella. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. His throw incomplete.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple, batting the ball away. But oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
Stafford now to throw. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And on 2nd and 10 now. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
26 yards on the pickup there. Good enough for a Kansas City first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. First down, here's a run with Peterson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Joey Bosa, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. Wide open. It's Marshall complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. 32 yards. And now if the Chiefs hit the PAT, they will take the lead. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you. Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet inbounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And he fires one, but incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. They'll try the right side with Prosise. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Now Brady. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll try and wind down some clock with Peterson. And now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And Boyd has it over the middle. And it's a fumble. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. On 1st down, Prosise. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
Shift together here from the D-line. And they'll send the slot in motion left. He'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on 3rd down. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Past the 20. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They run with Ajayi. And they'll get him. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd down following the run. They come up in an offset eye. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And on the ground they go with a running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So on now for the and the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his third field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And the Steelers have won the game. Still trying to digest the final moments of the game. What a fantastic drive to win it.
To see the winning team execute, stay calm and in the moment, and get it done, it really was a thing of beauty to conclude this game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
We're awake, we're alive, got the fire in our eyes. We're the kings, we're the queens, and if this is just a dream, don't wanna wake up and let this feeling break up. We're running free, running wild, never running out of style. Got the fight, got the stuff, got the never giving up. Not gonna shake us, nothing's gonna break us. You know the part of the song, everybody sings along. Well, that's us, listen up, shout it out, I'm talking all night. The end is nowhere in sight.
we are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man now is Danny Woodhead. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First carry for the vet, Danny Woodhead. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Here's Goff now on second down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down. From the gun on third down, Goff. And he's able to find Diggs. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up first and goal. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around. Really
confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Cameron Brate from 6 yards away. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. start out on the ground with Ajayi. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now Brady on the bootleg. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Making the tackle, Keith Tandy. Third down and 4. Brady going to throw. Finding time. And able to find Graham. Complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jimmy Graham, 34 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And Diggs has it. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Hey, the defense is in this game as well. They wanted to make it a tough 3rd down. They were able to do so on that last play, preventing a big gain.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Complete. He finds Brady. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
Well, not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, And then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup. Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception. And sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away.
On 2nd and 10, Goff dumps it off to Woodhead. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Second and 10, Goff again. The left side caught by Diggs. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. This will be caught at about the 3. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Well, they were in the red zone, and they needed a first down. Was it a surprise to you that they went to the tight end?
Not at all. I thought, though, the defense might put a little more pressure on him, but still able to complete it. They come out here in the eye. Goff going to keep it himself. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now for the offense. This is play number 11 here on this drive. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On the ground, this is Woodhead. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Danny Woodhead taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now Brady on the bootleg. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. In motion left is Beckham. Here's Brady to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on third down. Brady now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Now Brady, he's going to go up top again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Beckham goes in motion left. Brady. He completes it to Bryant. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or 2 in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Play clock winding down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And left side here, it's Graham. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Simple slant route, and partner, really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
In motion left is Beckham. On first down, Brady. Steps away to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
But Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. They'll need to get the play off quickly. To throw, it's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away.
Well, that's the type of pass play that you need to wait for routes to develop. You need a little time in the pocket, but that's hard to do when you got people in your face.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And here comes Woodhead. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. The drive starts with C.J. Prosise. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On the counter, it's Prosise. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Throwing on 3rd, gone. And he's able to find Diggs. 14 yards that time for number 14.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. To throw on 2nd down is gone. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Third and 2, gone. Left side caught by Diggs. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And And they'll go with the ground attack here. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Goff. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Goff. Complete. He finds Blake. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And the seemingly endless drive continues. Now a play fake here on first down. It's complete to Diggs. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Goff. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Beckham goes in motion left. He's back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And he got it done in the passing game on that play. It was almost like a run because he caught it right around the line of scrimmage. Either way, he got a big chunk of yards after making the catch.
Back to throw. And left side here, it's Graham. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Size on the toss right. And he's going to battle his way down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Steelers set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And it's 3rd down.
I know it's hard to see inside the face mask of the defender right now, but I'm willing to guess that there's a nice little grin on his face because to make that type of a play downfield, you wonder if you're going to be able to make it. You know that if you don't make it, it's a big play that you're giving up. But when you do bat the ball away and you come back and you embrace your teammates, that's a lot of momentum you're bringing back to the huddle. Now you feel like they can't complete anything when they don't hit deep shots.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They